Hi, and welcome to Adam's Flybox. My name is Adam Slaninko, and I am here to go over my almost half a century of fly fishing and fly tying. What brought me to this point was I got extremely injured several years back. It was literally 6 years of surgeries and recoveries. To start, I got stabbed through the eye by approximately 125-pound white marlin. Yeah, that was an eye-opener, literally. Then had fallen down a really bad set of bleachers with my daughter. Had my first surgery. Was on my way home from work with my daughter and got hit by a ShopRite van. And remarkably, again, my daughter, she was fine. However, I ultimately, at this point, then required numerous spinal surgeries, fusions, and a double hip replacement. So I've had plenty of time to sit and reflect on the sofa, well more than I like as an outdoor enthusiast. So that is how I ultimately started my YouTube channel. In my past, almost half century of fly fishing, I documented photography, videography, and journaling a lot of the streams and rivers and conditions that I was fishing. In my past, clients and friends who I would go out and share the outdoors and fly fishing with had asked why I hadn't created a YouTube channel. And it pretty much took getting seriously injured and being sidelined on the sofa with way too much time sitting on my butt and not being able to get in the outdoors to really review my past adventures, of which there were more than I can count. Everything from salmon fishing in the New York State, Ontario tribs, salmon fishing in Alaska and British Columbia, tuna fishing off the Jersey Shore about 100 miles out in the Hudson Canyon, and trout fishing literally all over the East Coast. My goal with this channel is to pass on my knowledge to the general public. It's also to assist other people who have been injured and to give them a sense of relaxation and getting back in the outdoors to whatever ability you guys can. If you're injured, trust me, I feel for you, because there's nothing worse than this sort of thing happening to you, and you really need the peace of mind. Being in the outdoors allows you to decompress and really gives you a positive mental attitude in life, and when you can't get out and do it, it will literally drive you insane. My parents started me as a young child. They recognized that fly fishing and tying flies was a passion of mine, and they really nurtured my outdoor experiences and took me all over the East when I was a kid on vacations. I was then, hey, if we're going to this place, I'm looking for where I can go fishing. Finally, as my parents passed this down to me, I will be passing this down to my daughter. She's been coming out with me fly fishing and bird hunting since she's been knee-high to a grasshopper. In today's world, kids are just on TV and on video games. However, it is giving me the opportunity to pass down this information to my daughter, and she can utilize the knowledge that she's gained however she deems fit and enjoys the outdoors. So ultimately, I started tying flies when I was about 5 years old, and I'm pushing 50 now, so we're going on almost a half a century of tying flies and in the outdoor world of doing fishing, hunting, and just enjoying outdoors. When I started tying flies as a youngster, I thought it was really cool that I could tie a fly or a lure and then go out and catch something on a fly or lure that I tied. My first flies were pretty rudimentary. They were very simple patterns, and I was self-taught. I learned from hands-on. I learned from magazines and books. I learned from videos. Shortly after, my parents signed me up for a fly tying school when I was in high school. By that point, I knew all the beginning fly patterns that we were tying there and started tying flies for a fly shop. I've tied thousands upon thousands of flies. I honestly couldn't even tell you how many, but this really allowed me to get to the stage where I could pretty much look at an insect and figure out how I was going to tie it, how it was going to be fished, whether it was a lake, a pond, a stream, a river. Fly tying really will make you a substantially better fisherman. My passion for the outdoors really allowed me to decompress, which, I wasn't able to do for several years, and it drove me absolutely bananas. So I hope that through these videos, I'm able to assist other people who are injured get back outdoors safely. You need to. It's really a positive state of mind, and it allows you to decompress from everything that's going on in your life. When I was in high school, as I mentioned, what I had done was taking this fly tying class. This really upped my game. After all the years of tying flies, and there's no right or wrong way of tying flies, and I'm not the best fly fisherman in the world, I don't claim to be, but when you have a passion for almost 50 years, you learn a lot. I really think that it's time for me to review and share with you my past and all of my adventures, pressing forward after my injuries, reinserting myself back into the outdoors. I will be in this series teaching tying flies, basic flies. San Juan worm will be probably the first, and caddis nymphs, scuds, pheasant tails, and woolly buggers. So please, if you are interested in the outdoors, like and subscribe, and I will be sending new videos out as soon as I can get them up and online. Hopefully we can get you out in the outdoors and catching fish and enjoying trout fishing and pheasant hunting and really any type of fishing. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in the next video.